on the live show, YouTube, and Facebook program. Right now, it is Tuesday. It is January the 11th, 2024. Can you believe we're actually in 2024 already? Let me turn my mic up a little bit. So, yes, it is 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. This is the first show that we're doing in the new year. And, of course, as I always say, we're joined by Mr. Van Stone in the Van Stone Studios. Van, how you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing okay. Happy New Year, everyone. And I'm not sure if I heard you correct, but today is Thursday. I think you said Tuesday, but just in
Thursday.
case you.
You know what? The days are all starting to run together. It really doesn't matter at
Yeah,
this
okay,
point, does
no,
it?
no problem, no problem. So
Okay,
welcome
so
back
it's
to
Thursday,
Talk.
January the 11th. There we go. Go
Yes,
ahead.
2024. Welcome back, everyone. Of course, my name is Van Stone, and I'm the face behind the voice. So I already left our viewers and our readers and everything that we're doing with the point that when we come back, we're going to be pushing. My name is Van Stone all through the new year 2024. And Van Stone name brand has got to really represent people really empowering themselves, believing in themselves because this is really a very strange year. And for a lot of people, it could be a make or break moment. And I mean moment. It could be any day during the year. So we're here to let you know we do understand. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about right now, which is very exciting because in Philadelphia, there's no longer Mayor-elect Sherrell Parker. The new mayor has been sworn in. It is Mayor Sherrell Parker, Philadelphia mayor. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the new mayor. And we want to really get into, we have a couple of new shows that we're going to add into 2024. So we may as well just get right to that, bring up the name of these shows and see what's going on. So, all right, Jerry, so you help me out with some of the new things that you're going to be producing new shows.
Well, as you can see, what we're doing right here has a new look. You can't see it over there, but we have a complete new look. You can look at it on video once we get done. But new year, new look, new theme. The theme that you just heard coming in was called 8-year anniversary by an artist named Diamond Ortiz, who's famous for his songs and mixes in the 80s and early 90s and way beyond. And this was so the last song that we were playing was actually Diamond Ortiz as well. And he's a great artist. And I'm glad that we can use that music right here on the live show. So that's the first thing. Second, we got some music video stuff coming up where one of our partners, Platinum Vibe Records, we got some music videos and we got some music coming up from their artists as well as probably some interviews with some of the artists as well. So Platinum Vibe Records, Philly Funk Radio is going to be featuring a lot of their artists. So that's pretty much all that I could think of right now.
Well, just say a little more about the new music video show. Isn't it going to be a different channel, or is it just going to be run through Philly Funk Radio channel?
I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot. So I have a whole new YouTube channel that I'm currently putting together for the music videos. And by the way, if you are an independent artist and you have music or a music video, please go to www.phillyfunkradio.com. There is a form on there, and you could submit your information. We would love it, of course, if you have music. Even better if you have a music video. And what we're trying to do is set up where we could have a whole music video show, just independent artists. Because I'm going to be honest with you, these independent artists that aren't signed to major labels, they're actually better than some of the ones signed to the major labels. Right. I think it's time that we should spotlight and actually showcase these people.
Right, and that's the history of the music industry. You have so many multi-talented people, they can't get the type of deal that is good for them. because nowadays the artists are understanding that it's just terrible. You know, they may be getting a penny residual. You know, it's just crazy, and the kind of money that they give away, I would say, when they don't mean to give away. So their talent is just given away. And then with the big fight, you know, with all the other platforms, they don't want the artist's music played unless you get the permission and so forth and so on. But in the end, the money still does not really get to the artist. It's a trickle down to next to nothing. So with this music video show, we wanted to do this for years and years, and hopefully this time we're going to stick to it.
Well,
So that's what I wanted to add to that.
well, speaking of that, there is an artist that I'm sure you remember. Her name is Deborah Cox. Her most famous song was called "Nobody's Supposed to Be Here," and she's came out about the record industry and let them know she basically doesn't receive any royalties from her music, to the point where she actually has to take on a regular job. As talented as she is, she's actually had to take on a regular job because her residuals are so low. And a lot of other people like Karen White and a lot of other major artists are actually coming out saying, well, listen, we don't get any of this money. So that's
Right.
why we got to support the indie artists, because the money is actually more money is actually going directly to them.
Correct. And if you look at the documentary on Prince, Prince wasn't the first to really expose this whole thing, but he really opened the opportunity and the door for people to, you know, say, this is how I really want to do it. He changed his name and so forth and so on. He did a whole bunch of things to make the industry let him go. He wanted to break free because that was the only way he can get his money. But let me slide to the next new show. So we're going to have also a new show. It's going to be called Public Safety with Chaplains. Public Safety with Chaplains. And that's going to be a whole new channel. And that basically is about public safety, starting right here with Philadelphia. The mayor, she announced the first thing that she would do in the first 100 days was launch a whole brand new public safety effort to really cover everything citywide. So Mayor Cherelle Parker, we want to congratulate her on that. And she's actually doing that. That's why I said it's so much to talk about right now. So we have a new police commissioner. We also have a new deputy police commissioner assigned to one particular terrible area in Philadelphia. That's Kensington. Now, you know all about what's going on in Kensington, Jerry. So
The whole world knows about what's going on in Kensington.
okay. Well, they have something new from Mayor Parker. A first time this has ever been done in Philadelphia, where they have a deputy police commissioner. So basically, he's just going to focus just on that area. And dealing with public safety, because we have this brand new channel, it's going to be open for all chaplains. And what is a chaplain? People need to understand that. We don't want you to run away and think, oh, I'm not spiritual, I'm not ordained. This is for the ordained, the unordained, and also the man and woman, or man or woman of the cloth. So the man or woman of the cloth is someone who's a mystery person, but they believe what they believe, and they also can help. So we're going to, have talking points on public safety. And it really needs to be a separate entity, separate from the police department. This is what the police department want. They don't want people who want to help to get into in their way. They want people to do different things. This is also what Mayor Parker said, that the public safety officers, they're brand new public safety officers also in Philadelphia, and their job is going to be totally different, so that the police can have time to do just policing. What do you think about that?
I think, speaking of, excuse me, speaking of Cherelle Parker, I'm actually positive now about her coming into office. And honestly, I was a little on the fence about her, but looking at her credentials, looking at where she's come from, looking at the things she's done, she is going to have a daunting task ahead of her to try to fix some of these problems, but I'm actually positive about that. I took a look at her 100-day plan. There's a lot of good stuff in there. And if she could at least, if nothing else, get this situation in Kensington under control, then then I would be the first to vote her to continue in 4 years. If she could even start to fix this problem.
Well, like I said, what's going to happen? As a political analyst, I'm a professional. I've made predictions, especially on the presidential election. We're right back here with that again. And I already made a prediction who is going to win and be the next president of the United States. But before I go back and say that again, I made a prediction about Sherelle Parker, which is very, very interesting. I said that if she wins, Philadelphia is going to be the new Mecca for Black America. Think about that. It's going to be just like I was when everyone went to Atlanta, where at one point all the premier Blacks who were millionaires or poor people, everyone really went to that hub of Atlanta and they were all successful. And so I do believe that this is what's going to happen with Philadelphia. Philadelphia is going to have a turnaround. Black people are going to just be coming from everywhere and finding success, because one of the things that Mayor Sherelle Parker is for, she's for old school, having trades, bringing those things back. And we have a big trade thing going on here in Philadelphia when it comes to building. Before, the Black Americans here in Philadelphia, Black Philadelphians are always on the outside. So I do believe that the mayor's going to work hard to see that changes. The redlining situation, we have a homeless situation that's so terrible. It's just frightening. We have a homeless situation with the youth. Believe it or not, we have youth shelters. These are kids, man, from 8 years old who are living in shelters. So I do believe that the mayor has a good plan, Mayor Parker. Starting out with day one with public safety, all of that is about safe streets for everyone. You want to move to the next surprise when it comes to the shows that we're working on? There's the third one, I believe, right?
Yeah, sure. And then after that, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
So what's the third one? Because I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I've been doing other stuff.
So we have the new music video show. We'll go back again. Music video. Okay. What's the title of the new music video show, by the way? Or did you set that up yet?
Haven't decided.
Okay. Well, we have a new channel for that. We also have the public safety with chaplains. Okay. And the third thing, which is going to be a kind of new show, is the Philly Funk Radio Talk Show, television and radio, starring you, Jerry Wilson. You forgot about yourself?
Yeah, you know what? I kind of did.
Well, okay. So, I always appreciate you inviting me on to that part. And thank you for considering me a special guest. And I will continue to be there to support you in every way. Philly Funk Radio is going to go stronger. We'll be talking about more open things, different topics, such as, for example, the topic right now that is hot, Donald Trump, and how's he going to make out dealing with these civil and criminal cases. So I'm going to stop there, give us something to go back into when we come back after what you got to do, which is your breaks.
Gotcha. By the way, if anybody hears clanging in the background, the studio, we have a boiler in the basement. I don't know why, but it just keeps knocking and knocking and knocking and hitting. I don't know if you can hear that in the mic, but if you can, apologies. Anyway, let's take this break. We'll be right back after this.
What do you want to get?
Ice cream.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Let's go, honey.
Together, we can find a child by signing up for free wireless Amber Alerts on your cell phone.
The Bad Boys of Smooth Jazz returns with the second single from the Sensuality CD. Get ready for the Aston Gray Project, Sweet Thing. The Aston Gray Project.
Don't you know you're my everything?
The second single, Sweet Thing, is shipping to radio January 11th, on sale January 19th. The Aston Gray Project strikes again with another sexy jam, another banger from Platinum Vibe Recordings. PlatinumVibeRecordings.com.
I know I can be a little dramatic.
Oh my god! I can get a little mad sometimes.
The fact is, we're teenagers.
Look at those Grants.
He's just a friend,
I
babe.
haven't seen you in a month.
He's just
No,
a friend.
get it. Sorry, this is over.
This breakup, it was terrible for me.
What? I didn't know how to fit in.
I even thought
It might be easier if I just ended.
Even though I'm young, I know what suicide is.
And most suicide is done with firearms. And mostly, they're from inside our own homes.
but you locked your firearms.
You locked your firearms.
Seems like such a small thing, but it could save a life.
You saved my life. My life?
My life.
You saved my life.
Time, basically, as I said, when COVID went on, what it is that it's just the rich and the poor. So if the Supreme Court does not do what it ought to do, because the Colorado Supreme Court decided that he is not eligible. He's not eligible to run as president because of his behaviors. How can the Supreme Court, the United States, disagree with them? They're more worried about it'll be chaos. They're worried about it's going to be a civil war and all this nonsense. It's not going to be a civil war. It's not. This is already about the side that is supporting Donald Trump and the side that's against him. So, yes, Nikki Haley would have a great chance because she could possibly be the first woman president of the United States. That would change everything. And I would make a prediction on that, too.
So last question, what about Trump's cases? You think they're just going to go away, or do you think he's going to rack up some convictions?
No. They're not going to go away. The thing that he has on his side is the way the court system works, where you can stall and delay and so forth and so on. That's what's going to happen to him. He's going to be convicted because there's just no way out. But to delay the end result, to appeal, this and that, and he has the money, which is so unusual. Anyone else who would be convicted, they would be sitting in jail. How is it that he's not going to be in jail? So regardless, he has time on his side to work the system. And then if he wins the election, all of that is done. It's going to all go away, all of it.
See, the only thing with that is, I do agree that he could do stuff with the federal cases, but he also has state cases as well, and I don't think he could just make those go away.
But he can. But see, that's where everybody is thinking. We don't think because the state. But you got to understand, he's the president of the United States. Look at the stuff he did when he almost did not come out of office. He wasn't supposed to be able to do any of that stuff. We almost didn't have a president, Joe Biden. So the fact is that when you have all these lawyers and they use all this constitutional, jargon and language, then the state cannot really overpower the federal government. It doesn't matter. If we're talking about the president, that's what the problem is, and he can find a way. Otherwise, okay, he's going to be in office for 4 years. This is it. He can't do a double year. You can only be president twice. So after 4 years, okay, then he's going to face jail. So it's not going to make a difference. You understand where I'm coming from? He's still going to be president. That's the point.
Exactly. All right. So we're actually going to wrap up the short show today because I got a music video that I'm going to run. So I wanted to get your final closing thoughts before we get into this video. Well, we're going to take a break and then get into the video, and then that'll be it for today. So in closing, anything?
Okay, yes, final thought. Look for our new show, which is Public Safety with Chaplains. I did a nice little insert of a couple PSAs. So we're going to be looking for easy ways for people to understand. It's going to be a good show. And we're going to have a couple more videos as we had before within all of the shows. So it can be easy to follow and more for the viewers instead of the talkers.
All right. And like you said, we got some new stuff coming up. This was our first show for the new year. I think there may have been a couple of minutes where you couldn't hear us. Not sure what was going on with that, but stuff happens. This is actually live. So I don't go back. I don't edit. We do it live like a news program, like the news program that this is. So anyway, I would like to thank everybody out there for joining me. And I look forward to the next show. Look forward to you joining me again. So we're going to get into this break real quick and then this music video. And have a wonderful evening.
All right.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
The Bad Boys of Smooth Jazz returns with the second single from the Sensuality CD. Get ready for the Aston Gray Project, Sweet Thing. The Aston Gray Project.
Don't you know you're my everything?
The second single, Sweet Thing, is shipping to radio January 11th, on sale January 19th. The Aston Gray Project strikes again with another sexy jam. Another banger from Platinum Vibe Recordings. PlatinumVibeRecordings.com.
You'll be on my mind.